Yo, what's up? This is your boy Postman, and you're tuned in to Post in a Diary. Welcome to Post in a Diary. And as you may know, every day is a good day to get a delivery from the Postman. And of course, if this is your very first time tuning in, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content. Because today I am actually reviewing the latest project by Loatinover Pounds. It is, of course, titled Pray for Pitori. This is a project that has 14 tracks. It features the likes of Thato Saul, 25K. Jive, The Big Hash, Blxckie, Rams, Percy, Dlamini, and just to name a few. And of course, I need to actually mention the very first time I came across Loatinover Pounds. This was around the time where he released the project titled Hood Misunderstood, and it was actually one of the first few projects that I actually reviewed. And I think at the time I was still doing written reviews. In my opinion, the Pray for Pitori intro was quite important in as far as the whole entire project is concerned, because what it does is it solidifies the whole theme of prayer that keeps coming up during the course of the listen. So what I mean by it solidifies the theme that keeps coming up in the joint is because you have songs like Pray For Me, which sounds more of a letter that was written by Loatinover Pounds to his mom. Because in this one, he actually stresses the importance of prayer. He actually lets us know that his mom taught him how to pray. As well as on this one, he features Rams, a very beautiful feature. He sang very beautifully on this song because I thought his contribution was very important, because there's a part where he says, I'm out on the streets while my mom is down on her knees or something like that. I might be wrong, but yeah, I thought his contribution was very vital, because what it did was it helped Loatinover Pounds reassure his mom that he'll be alright or he'll be okay. More so, Church on Sunday, that hook by G-Tech 2-Bit was quite important in my opinion. It was very good. It was a brilliant hook. And I think it's one of the key moments of the song. It's a very impactful hook and it makes the song what it is. And I'm a big fan of the beat, especially the strings. This is a song that I've been bumping ever since it actually released. I thought Loatinover's verse on this particular joint, being Church on Sundays, was very close to home, because Loatinover actually took the time to open up about using his first paycheck to buy a mic, as well as using his last paycheck to buy a white Air Force that he'd wear whenever he was out there performing in the streets. This also indicates to us that Loatinover Pounds actually wanted this music thing to actually work out. 25K makes an appearance on the song Mama Zala, and in my opinion, the most engaging moment on the song has to be that hook. And the drum variations also hold some certain level of importance in as far as how the drum actually hits after each and every rhyme. This is evident on the hook. But what I also like in as far as the song is concerned is that it kind of details the life of a young boy growing up in the hood, because this guy is actually tired of sending CVs and no one in the crib is working, and now he has to wake up and just go out there and make a plan for his family. What I liked about the song is the fact that Loatinover Pounds that brought it quite close to home, in the sense that that hood element was quite important, because we all know that the guys in the hood, kaufela mokasi, we used to wake up in the morning, polish our shoes, shine them with the candle, and that was quite significant because it also led us into how Loatinover actually grew up. 25K's performance was also good, especially when he started painting this story about this little boy who used to wake up in the morning and carry a 3-star. And if you don't know what a 3-star is, a 3-star is a knife so you know that you use to tuck the heat. Importantly, 25K's verse didn't deviate from what Loatinover Pounds had then said during the course of the song. What he then did, 25K, was he just added on to what Loatinover had already said. And this was quite important because it makes the storyline very, very rich and very strong, in my opinion. When Banyana Bako North came on, it became a lot more apparent that, yeah, the album is beginning to tension up. Gancane, especially when you consider the tong element that is done by Loatinover Pounds. I thought the song was very good. I love the beats on the song, but my only problem that I have with the song is how they left Saints Yellow a bit isolated during the course of the song, because it felt like they just left him alone and he was then repeating the same thing over and over and over again until the song then phased out. How Banyana Bako North ended seemingly lined up the transition right onto Table for Two. This is more of a Mjolo cut. To be fair, I'm not really mad at the singing. I just feel like it's not the best singing, but I take the song for what it is. The beat on 20 Tower has a lot of grump, and that is brought by these 808s that we hear on the song. But this is a song that is very significant, because the major talking point in as far as this song is concerned is where, or is the part where Loatinover Pounds actually talks about his OGs, or the guys that he considers as OGs, which are 25K, A Reese, as well as Thato Saul, and he considers the other rappers from PTA as boys. So basically, there is Loatinover Pounds counting the top three. I am assuming that he considers himself as the number four in the top four, because everyone else is more or less beneath him. And to be fair, when you consider the school that he comes from, it's not really a far off a session. Sosh Plata gives him all the leverage that is needed in the world. Amongst the many other things that I enjoyed throughout this project is the fact that Loatinover Pounds actually tapped right into his inner child and just gave us a sense of his childhood, because when you look at the song 123 Block Myself, it's more of that, because 123 Block is basically related to hide and seek. This is the best song in the project, in my opinion. This is my favorite song, personal favorite song in the project. I enjoyed how that sample actually starts or begins with the song. I think for all of us who enjoy the song, the standout element has to be that beat switch, which came with a jazzy feel leading up to the verse, yeah, Berry Jive. I really must admit, I didn't understand a single thing that Berry Jive actually said, but the flow and cadence and how he approached the joint and how he actually sounds very calm and cool, collected. He owned that performance, and this comes off the back of the fact that I've been very highly critical of Berry Jive and his style of rap. I don't really enjoy him rapping very fast or rapping very loud. I don't really like the frantic approach when it comes to his music. I don't really want to listen to his music where he's rapping very loud. But with this one, wow, man, he was audible, he was calm, it was just good in the song. It was an insane performance from Baby Jive. To be honest, I didn't enjoy the 4 a.m. song when it dropped as a single. It features Blxckie. I still don't, but I respect where it sits. I think when you consider the 3-track run in the project, 4am sits right really nicely. And the song Spend the Night is basically Big Hash kind of ngangering this girl to, spend the night with him. And yeah, in my opinion, Big Hash knows how to change the dynamic of a joint, because there's that part where he actually asks her, what does she have to lose? And how he did that was quite brilliant, because he kind of took the song very, very high. And yeah, quite brilliant, because he kind of like made me engage with the song a lot more. As well as those overdubs were quite important in terms of enhancing the message that Big Hash had on the song. Ish is exactly that. High speed joint, high tempo, full of energy. It features the Quellas. Of course, they bringing the necessary energy. Batupatikan magahambe ebusukweni uyama. Mina ma batupatikan magahambe ebusukweni uyama. Mina ma bathi vele uyaphika. Vele ngiyaphika. Vele ay Batini no nilingo. I Percy Dlamini, my brother, you cook that one. I. I spoke of 123 Block Myself as one of the best songs. Of course, it is. But another brilliant song for me was Angmati. Angmati is a very beautiful song. It features an unknown artist, as per my radar. I'm not gonna, shit on him, because, yeah, he hadn't been brought to my attention at that point. I'm not gonna front and say I knew the guy. He owned that joint. I like the fact that Loatinover Pounds actually gave him the necessary shine. He gave him a hook and he gave him a verse. He cooked out there. And I actually enjoyed how that Nguni element kind of tipped the things in as far as the project is concerned, because it's one of those features that you just don't really expect. You don't really expect, because you just, when you listen to the project as a whole, you're expecting like a lot of these Pitori flows, and you just end up thinking that it's just a Pitori album. In case you were wondering what a debut album is supposed to sound like, Loatinover Pounds has the reference. This was a very strong debut album in my opinion, and it kind of makes sense to involve it in as far as the album of the year conversation is concerned, because this project is really, really hot. It's absolute heat. In my opinion, this project gets an 8 out of 10. Loatinover's debut album titled Pray for Pitori gets an 8 out of 10 in my opinion. Post in the diary room, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content, and I'll see you on the next one.